Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Celina Pereira. I love makeup and I'm from Sydney, Australia. Today I'm bringing to you this look here. It's a very kind of grungy, kind of fall, autumn appropriate makeup look. I know that for those of you that are in the US or that are overseas, that kind of sounds a bit crazy that I'm doing a fall look at the moment, but that is because if you didn't know, in Australia we are the opposite side of the spectrum when it comes to seasons. So we are currently in autumn, whereas everyone else is going into spring. So I thought I'm going to do something that I'm feeling the vibes for. I'm not feeling, you know, florally and bright colours because it's been literally raining outside every day for the past 3 weeks. So we are definitely in autumn here in Australia. If you guys want to see how to achieve this look, then please keep watching. Alright guys, so to start off this look, I'm going to be going in first with my eyes, just in case I get any fallout. So I'm going to be using the ANASTASIA Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I haven't done a 4-look-1 palette on this just yet. If you wanted to see one, then please let me know in the comment section down below. I'm happy to do one for you guys. Alright, so for eyeshadow primer, I'm just taking, this is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original. And to blend that out, I'm just going to take a Morphe G34. And just blend that out. You guys know that I'm obsessed with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. But basically, with this primer, when I went to Hawaii 3 years ago, I purchased this primer at Sephora, and I loved it. And I ran out. I used it all the time. I ran out of it. And back then, Urban Decay wasn't available in Australia. Urban Decay only became available about 1.5 years ago. So I basically had no way of getting this primer. That's where I turned over to the MAC Soft Ochre. I'm just setting that with a bit of translucent powder. And I was in Mecca the other day and I saw the primer again and I thought, oh my god, I remember how much I loved this. Not that there's anything wrong with MAC, because it's definitely, I would say that they're pretty much on par with each other. But I've just been really liking just the change up. The only thing that I would probably say, and this could just be because my soft ochre is super old, but I feel like it dries out my lids a little bit, whereas this is really nice and creamy. But that could just be because my soft ochre is literally 3 years old. I'm still using it. So now that is all set, I'm going to go in with the Modern Renaissance palette. So I'm going to take the colour Raw Sienna to begin with. And I'm just going to take that on, this is a Morphe R37. And I'm going to apply this to the outer corner of the eye. And bringing that up into the crease. And you can see just how pigmented these shades are. I mean, the Modern Renaissance really, to me, is one of those go-to palettes. It has all your neutrals with really nice pops of color, the pinks and the reds, and those more warm toned shades are absolutely beautiful and they're so flattering on so many different eye colors. And I just think it's such a good cohesive palette. I really like it when palettes are cohesive and like they kind of have like the same color story. There's nothing worse than getting a palette with, you know, all neutrals and then just like a random green shade in the middle of it. I mean, I love green eyeshadow. But, you know, like, what's the point of that green being in there? Like, you know, it makes no sense. So, I'm just gonna blend that all out. So I'm taking an M502, I'm gonna go into the colour Red Ochre. Just dusting off the excess. And I'm gonna take this more in the outer corner of the eye. And then obviously I'm going to bring that up to the crease. And then just going back in with my R37 and just giving that a blend. The shade Cypress Umber. It's this really nice dark shade here. I'm going to take a Morphe M433 and this colour is pigmented. This colour is nuts. So I'm just taking a tiny bit of that and dusting off all the excess, and I'm literally just going to take that and just tuck that in just into that outer part of the eye. And I'm not even going to bring this up to the crease. I'm literally just leaving it just on the outer part of the lid. This is not even going to touch the crease. And then just with the R37, I'm just going to blend that out all again. I'm just going to take my R37 with a little bit more of red ochre, and I'm just going to just bring that in a little bit more because I feel like I lost that when I applied Cypress Umber. So I'm just going to take that kind of in front of Cypress Umber and over the top of it as well, just a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my N502 and I'm going to take the shade Realgar, which is just underneath Cypress Umber. It's this very burnt orange shade. It's such a gorgeous shade. You take that on the M502 and I'm going to just put this in the crease. Just because I want a little bit more kind of orangey, really burnt orange, warm vibes. And then after I apply that into the crease, I'm going to go back in and blend that out again with the R37. Alright, now I'm going to do a brow bone highlight, and to do that I'm going to take, this is a pencil brush from Morphe. It's from the Rose Soul collection, an R41. I'm going to take the colour Primavera, which is this shade right here. I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight. Oh, that's nice. And really honestly, a brow bone highlight does so much for your shadow. It doesn't just accentuate the brow bone a little bit, but it also helps to blend your shadow out. So in case you've gone too far up, apply a brow bone highlight and it just helps to, I guess, clean everything up. This is so beautiful. Alright, now for the lid colour, I wanted to do something a little bit more dramatic. And I've got a couple of pigments by MAC that came in one of the little pigment sets in the recent holiday collection. I've got this pigment here, which is in the shade Heritage Rouge, and then I've got this glitter in the colour Reflex Rust, so it's a reddy colour. These two together I reckon would be really, really nice. And I'm going to take that shade with a little bit of Fix Plus. So I'm going to just coat the brush in that, and I like to press the pigment into the brush on the lid. The reason is that way I've got less fallout. Right, and then I'm going to spritz my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus. Let that slightly dry a little bit. And then I'm just going to apply that just to the lids. Oh, this is a beautiful shade. And I'm going to apply that just over the top. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Alright, so mixing the two, you get this like really nice, like pink-ish reflex. It's really, really pretty. And now to blend that out, I'm going to go in with a little bit more of red ochre. Just a little bit more, and I'm going to blend that with a bit of raw sienna. So I've got both colours on my brush, tapping off the excess, and I'm just going to blend just a little bit. You don't want to blend too much if you do, because if you do, what's going to happen is the foiled effect from that glitter is going to crumble everywhere, and it's going to go in your crease, which is not really what you want. You just want to kind of blend that just very subtly. Alright guys, so I've just gone ahead and applied my winged liner and lashes off camera. So for wing liner, I used the Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade Trooper. This is my new favourite liner. I absolutely love it. I picked it up recently and it has replaced every single other liner that I own, so it is amazing. I really recommend it if you haven't tried it yet. And for lashes, I applied the Flutter lashes in the style Arielle. If you guys want a video on how I do my liner and lashes, just let me know in the comment section down below. I'm totally happy to film it for you. It's super easy once you get the hang of it. Alright, so now moving on to the face, and so I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe, and I'm just gonna make sure that I clean up all this fallout from under the eyes. I also just clean up any dirt that could be on the skin. For primer today, my Urban Decay Self Adjusting Complexion Primer. This primer I picked up recently and I've been really liking it. It does have a bit of a white cast when you first apply it, but as you blend it and when you blend your foundation to it doesn't stay white. So I'm just going to apply just a little bit to the areas that I've got some pores, and also any areas that I have fine lines. And just very lightly rub this into the skin. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to over blend it into the skin, because if you do, it will basically rub off and just not do what it's supposed to do. Just gives you a really nice smooth base to work on. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going to use, this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Foundation. This is an oil-free foundation. It is said to be a 12-hour wear. It is quite long-lasting, so that statement is true. And I'm in the shade Medium Neutral. Now this foundation has more of a kind of like a moussey texture. I really like the texture, but it is a little bit different. And to blend that in, I'm gonna go back with an oldie but a goodie, my M439, and I'm just going to first stipple that just all over the skin. I would say it's more of like a natural finish. Like, it's not super dewy, but it's not like totally like dry and matte. Like, it's got a really nice like natural skin finish, which I love, because I love coverage, but I want it to look semi-natural, if that kind of makes any sense. And I honestly haven't used this foundation in a while, and the other day I was just going through my drawer and I saw this and I thought to myself, oh my god, I still love this foundation. And I still do. It still is a beautiful foundation. I just have been so busy trying out new ones and buying new stuff that I just have forgotten about this one a little bit. Now I'm gonna just take a little bit more of that just onto my areas that I am a little bit more red, because I didn't really get out a lot of foundation. I really just got out just a little bit, because I like to work slowly, because I don't want to end up putting a lot of foundation on the back of my hand and then wasting it. It's not what I'm about. Alright, I'm just buffing that in over the redness. And always making sure just to blend that down the neck as well. Alright, once that's done, I'm going to go in and apply concealer, and I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape in the colour Light Neutral, like always. What is new? And I'm just going to apply a little bit of that to the high points of my face, so the centre of the forehead, the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow under the eyes. You guys know the drill. And I'm going to use my Pure Beauty Blender. For powder, I'm going to go in with my RCMA No Colour Powder. And I'm just applying that just to the areas I applied concealer, as well as my fine lines on my forehead and anywhere that I have pores. So just like right here next to the nose and on the chin where I get some pores. Just a little bit over the smile lines as well. Very little. And I'm going to go in with these two shades here, like always. And I'm going to take that on this brush here, which is my Morphe M527. I still don't know the shades. I still don't know the names of these brushes, even though I use them every single day. just going to apply that just to the areas that I want to bronze and contour a little bit. And I'm going to go in and do like a bit more of an intense contour, but I'm just going to dust a little bit on the nose because I don't want a really harsh nose contour today. Just want a little bit of bronze under the chin and also under the lips. This is an R5 brush from Morphe, and I'm going to go in to that more deeper shade, which is this one right here. And I'm going to take that, just a little bit of that, and I'm going to dust off the excess. I'm going to take that just on the point of the brush, and I'm going to go just into the back of the contour. Which, that stuff is pigmented. I sometimes forget how pigmented this is, and then I go in and I'm just like, oh shit. Right, and just blending that out. And why I like this brush so much to contour with is because it is tapered, so it does have that really nice point to get really precise in contour, but the hairs all around the outside of that point are going to really help to blend out your contour. So I will usually go in with the point, and then I'll kind of tip the brush kind of going upwards so the point is facing the ceiling, and I will blend it out that way, and I find that it just works really well. And then I'm going to dust off the powder from underneath the eyes, and I'm just going to use this brush from Morphe. It's an E48. I'm just going to use that to dust off that powder from the under eyes, and also blend out the nose contour a little bit. Alright, now I feel that I just want to underbake just a little bit. So I'm going to take the RCMA powder on my beauty blender, and I'm just going to go just underneath that contour, and I'm not going to go all the way like I usually do. I'm just going to stop just there. Just going to leave it there for a minute, and while that's there we're going to work on the bottom lash line. Going back into the Modern Renaissance palette, going in with my M433 again. I'm going to go into Cypress, Umber and Red Ochre together. I'm going to take this all the way from inner to outer corner, all under the eye, because I want this to be a little bit more of like a grungy eye for autumn. I feel like that's what's coming through in autumn, is really grungy, smoky eyes. I mean, the colours are the same every year, but that really grungy, really smoky look is, I think, what's going to be in for autumn this year. And then to blend that out, I'm going to take the R37 again, and I'm going to go back into Raw Sienna, and I'm just going to blend that out. But I'm really going to take this really far down, and that's what gives you that really nice grungy look, is when you take your lower lash shadow really far down. Then I'm going to apply some mascara to the bottom lashes, and I'm just going to apply, this is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. Now it's time, I'm going to go back in with my E48 and just dust off that powder. Now for blush, I'm going to go in with a Bobbi Brown blush, and this is in the colour Berry. This is basically two blushes that I just put into a palette. So I've got the colour 20 and the colour Berry. I'm going to go with Berry today because I want that really nice kind of like dark look just to match the eyes. And like, this stuff is so pigmented, like literally I'm going to take one, like I'm just going to go in once, and the amount of pigment that's on there is crazy. I'm going to dust that off, and I'm just going to apply that, and like, do you see that? And you guys saw it here first, that was with one dab. I'm just blending that out a little bit, just with the brush I use for my bronzer, with no additional product. And lastly, for the face, this is everyone's favourite part, and that is highlight. And this is a new highlight that I just received in the mail today, and that is the Jeffree Star Skin Frost in Siberian Gold. This shade, you guys, I love the formula of Jeffree Star Skin Frost, but like, look at that. Like, honestly, how beautiful is that? So I'm gonna take that with my usual brush for highlight. This is the Sephora 51 brush, the cheaper blush brush. And I'm going to take that on the high points of my face. Honestly, this highlight is so beautiful. Hello texture, but I don't care because I'm glowing. Now for lips, you guys. Of course, it's autumn, please. I'm going to go in with 2 products here. I'm going to go for a really nice dark vampy lip, of course. So, I'm going to take, this is the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the colour Vixen. This is from her Christmas holiday collection. Now, I know this lip looks super patchy, but that's my own fault. The pencil needs to be sharpened and I'm too lazy to go and get a sharpener. I'm going to go over it with another colour anyway. So this is a MAC Vampify lip gloss. I think it's in the colour Peer Pressure. I picked this up at IMATS. It was in the $10 bin and I really like this. It's really beautiful. Look at that. Look at that high shine. Look at that shine. So guys, that is the final look. I hope that you enjoyed this kind of grungy autumn fall makeup look. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure that you like this video and leave me a comment down below on what you want to see next. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest and Snapchat. That all is Celina J. Pereira. Once again, guys, I love you and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah.